Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Let's get right into this. Some kind of deal, huh? Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to charge its first witness.
Oh, to whom?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request her court hears her testimony.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm exercising my right to representation.
I think that's the word. I don't think we need to be I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. The exposure of the truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution request. That's okay with you, right, Chief Grant?
Really? You'll have to regret this. Mark my words. Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand. Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Oh shit! Oh fuck! We called in Emma, not Lana. That didn't even process to me. I'm sorry. I'm like totally behind on this shit. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Emma Skye. My occupation is Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator. And I go to high school. I'm about 11 years old, and also, okay,
that's not how that works, but okay. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is that correct?
Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. See, this does not help me, though.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really that all revenant? All relevant? Not revenant. That's the bad Leonardo DiCaprio, the movie. I didn't think that was possible, but it is.
Yes, it just most certainly is possible, but also, yes, we need to.
Well, okay then.
He sure gave in fast. I mean, you just have to stare into Edgeworth's eyes, and if he gives you that, like, puppy dog look, which he doesn't ever do, but it's also kind of like, it's like when a cat finally recognizes you for your good deeds that you do for that cat, and it's like, oh my god, yeah, I have to agree. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. Ugh. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind the trial. It's like Edgeworth has to hold me by the hand and tell me this is how you get that person innocent, because fuck, you're really bad at your job. I might as well become a defendant. 2 years ago.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw that instant. That man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
I think I know what the fuck happened. Which is fucking weird.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor. You gotta admire him for his courage, considering that he has no evidence.
Very well. Defense may begin a cross-examination.
well, let's do this. And we just hear, like, Edgeworth do all this shit. Every time we click, he's just like, he's solving it for us, and we're like, when the fuck do we get to press? When the fuck do we get to present? And he's like, you don't know how to do it, I'll do for you.
I was waiting for my sisters. I was waiting in my sister's office that day.
2 years ago, the defendant was a detective in the police department, correct?
Yes, she was the second in command under Chief Detective Grant. My sister, she was the best detective ever.
Yes, I remember. Chief Detective Grant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair. And I've had many pairs in my life.
No, that's not what, okay. I believe they shared the same office.
That's right. I always sit at my sister's desk.
I would hear all the juicy shit. Oh no,
I dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day too.
The police department and the prosecutor's office held the ceremony that day.
Lorna promised to take me to the dinner after she finished her work. A man came running in and took me hostage.
A man?
Yes, Joe Dark. He was a serial killer.
Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of the ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him, and that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky and Grant's office.
There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened the door to have a look, and when I saw him, Neil Marshall rescued me.
What was the prosecutor doing there? That day, there were two people present during Dark's questioning. Detective Damian Grant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Grant was there too. Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. And, young and dedicated, he went straight to questioning after the ceremony.
I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after Dark.
When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was good as dead.
And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in.
I don't clearly remember what happened then, but I'll never forget what I saw that instant.
Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark,
and I just realized this is a pretty good character arc. She was so fucking afraid of talking in court, but now she's telling us everything. That's fucking insane. That's good job. Good job, Emma. Good job. We forgot to round you applause, but I don't give a shit because we need to get Grant.
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out.
The lights?
It was just about the time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby.
So the electricity went out.
Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in the room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
Right, but just then, lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgivable image of that scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
The detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bruce Goodman. The victim. Hear more. So you spoke to Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago?
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw?
Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
A picture? Yeah, I think she mentioned that before.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
Ask about the picture. No, we're going deeper into this shit. This picture that the witness drew. I believe it is a very important, it has a very important meaning. But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we added this statement to the testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I drew a picture of the scene once, but it seems to have been lost.
You drew a picture of that scene you witnessed, right?
Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now whenever I close my eyes.
That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died, yet I've never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken?
But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it.
This picture that Emma drew, that reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again. Well, anyway, let's continue. The scene was that imprinted an image on your mind. Can you describe it to us?
The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
I think I know what she's talking about, but I'm gonna check it anyways. Why the fuck can I read it though? I can't read shit off this thing. And it's all in Chinese too, so I mean, not Chinese, Japanese. I'm just being racist now. Most of evidence are ripped in half, so only part remains. And this is the SO9. Okay, well, I'll keep pressing her, and then I'll go back and talk about the shit.
The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
That must have been a real shock.
Really? Now? Puns? Shock? Really? What the fuck is wrong with you? Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly.
Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage.
When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark and I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them.
Emma doesn't have any reason to lie, but Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much as she can. Okay, well, let's go to the... Okay, let's present this shit. Because I think I know what I need to present, and it's this shit. Evidence list. There you go. This better work. Mr. Edgeworth? This little girl put all her heart, and this is just me. I presented something on my own without the game, without looking at the walkthrough to tell me to do so. Round of applause for me. That's my character arc. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet, you still insist on denying its existence. It's like, what the fuck, dude? I did nothing. Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that, as the prosecutor in this case, I wasn't handed such a picture. That may well be. Yeah, and I'm the one who fucking got you here, so don't be a fucking dick, okay? I'm risking my paycheck for this shit. That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold.
This is the evidence list for the SO9 incident.
Please turn it over, Your Honor.
Turn it over? Turn it... Ah! What's this?
Oh, fuck! What? It's on there! Yes. What is that?
Hey, that's the picture I drew.
That's a really shitty picture, Emma. Indeed, I mean, it's an okay picture, but, like, also, what the fuck am I supposed to understand? Like...
Indeed, two men appear to be wrestling here. Well, one seems to be clearly winning.
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with this list? Me? Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Huh? These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago is incomplete. there's two lists. Fits together to form one. You can see the marks here where they're turned apart from each other.
So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious that what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in the case ever reached you. What? What?
Order! Who would have thought the picture would have been drawn on the back of this list?
That was handed to Detective Goodman in questioning room.
Wait a minute. I think Goodman had something to do with it. I'm just kidding. We obviously know that. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor?
Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Your eyes are bulging right out of your head, and I didn't even think that was possible.
If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list.
There is? Yes, that's quite conceivable. Mr. Edgeworth, do the thing.
That's possible. Let's see.
Is something wrong?
How did you not see that shit? Do you even have to ask? Sorry, Your Honor. There's something drawn on the back of my list. Something, that thing. What the?
Get that shit out of my fucking face. Now I know why he shook.
Also, how did he not fucking see that?
That's that thing. That thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
That badger is like the fucking worst. He did everything to everyone in all their dreams and even outside their dreams. I didn't think that was possible. It's a fucking inanimate thing. Apparently the head of the criminal affairs used this for his blueprint. I guess he was out of scrap paper. Can I get the full picture together?
Very well, witness. Would you please testify about the picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir. Your Honor.
What's wrong with Emma? She seems to be thinking about something when she saw the picture. Did you even fucking draw that? Emma's picture.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago.
Okay, well, let me actually see the fucking picture for my own fucking eyes, because fuck this. What the fuck was that? That was fucking creepy. Wait, why? Why is that a thing? I don't even remember seeing that shit. I mean, maybe she was on the ground like this, but still, I mean, I can't. Why is that a thing? Oh my god. I don't know why that has to do with shit, but whatever, fuck it. It's just a creepy ass bitch.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright that all I could see were the shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in an instant.
Can you show us the fucking flash of thingy or whatever? Because I don't understand how that could be fucking there.
To think the flash of lightning would burn such an image in your mind.
Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Damn. I'll begin the cross-examination in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Besides that, I will continue to play this game until we figure out what the fuck is going on. I don't think we're going to be able to finish it today, though. I really thought we were going to be able to finish the game today. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But we'll find out then. Besides that, you guys be safe. Be sexy. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, Barber